Random, how's it going? Today we are going to be talking about the award-winning book called Blankets. Blankets, since we are coming into the winter season, actually, I kind of decided we'd take a look at this. Blankets tells the story of Craig Thompson, who is the writer of the book and the illustrator. And it's kind of autobiographical, where it tells a slice of his life, basically. The book starts out where you are learning about Craig and his family and his brother and everything like that, and you learn that they are very fundamentally Christian, and it deals with a lot of Christian beliefs on what is love and how they the mindset of, well, this is what love is and you're supposed to do this, this, and this, and this at this point. Don't shut this off because it is not a Christian story at all. It's actually dealing with the challenges of growing up in a fundamentally Christian household, such as I did myself. And then later on in life, discovering I'm not exactly sure I believe all this stuff that I was taught, what is love, what is a sin, and things like that. And the perceptions that are really gone on in those houses and how they can be actually damaging to somebody who is growing up and is very much afraid of some of these beliefs and what is taught and everything like that. That's all I'm going to say about that part, because you can get onto a whole nother tangent and everything like that, and we're not going to do that here. But on top of it, this is a love story. Really, Blankets is a love story, and it deals with the fact that this kid, Craig, he's gone off to this winter Baptist Christian camp, where he meets a girl named Raina, and he discovers his first love. What's going on is that Raina is also dealing with a lot of problems at home, with a family that is divorced. She has two siblings that have disabilities and things like that, and she's just struggling with a lot of these things going on, and at the same time she falls in love with Craig. It's very much a love story. If you've never really experienced a love story in comics, this is probably one of the best ones that is out there, and it's won multiple awards and everything. Craig Thompson does the art on this as well as the writing. I will say that, like all love stories and love at a young age and dealing with a long distance relationship eventually, because eventually you go to a winter camp, you got to come back home. How do you deal with a long distance relationship, especially at that young of an age? Well, if you know anything, it typically doesn't work out. And it's where the story is going right off the bat. You're like, okay, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I know it's not going to really work out, but it's still an interesting tale to see what's going there. And if you've ever grown up, if you've ever had that first love and everything, and you're like, oh man, this is so great, I really want this to work out, and I want this to work out, but then you lose them, things just don't work out. In my case, I really related to a lot of this, because the first time I fell in love was actually in a similar situation with this, which it was years ago in a Christian summer camp, and then it didn't work out. She moved away. So, you move on, you grow older, and he touches on all those things. How we move on, we meet new people, we grow older, and if you actually see Craig Thompson in interviews, it seems like this is still kind of a sticky subject, because people have asked him, hey, have you ever found out what happened to Raina? He kind of just brushes off the question, and he doesn't really like to answer it. So it's really an interesting thing. You could tell it had a lasting effect on his life, and it deals also a lot with, like I said earlier, sinning and sexuality and things like that, and how we perceive it, especially if you grew up in a fundamentally Christian Baptist home. You will really get a lot out of this. I think you will really enjoy this. And let me go give you a sample of the art. It's in black and white. He does a lot with the area of snow. Like, he plays around with a lot of the negative space. See? So I think he's a really good artist too. It's all in black and white. It's actually a really quick read. You also get a sense of what's going on in Craig's head as you're reading the story, and you get perceptions of, like, this is how he sees himself, or this is how he sees the world around him, and things like that. And it's very interesting stuff. I really recommend you check this out if you're looking for a good love story, if you're looking to give something to your girlfriend who she's not really into comics or anything like that, and she's just I enjoy an occasional love story. Give her this. She might actually enjoy it. I personally think Blankets, at the end of it, it hit me right here. It hit me deep in the heart. I was like, oh my god. But overall, I definitely recommend you check this out. This is the complete edition. I do know that there is a hardcover This is the soft cover. I cannot vouch for the hardcover, unfortunately, because I do not have it. So, with that said, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think.